Welcome to Be Here with YB Podcast, man. Y'all in the building with the hottest goddamn host I know. That's myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm here with Tre Gatewood, my boy, man. You know what I'm talking about? We down here in Memphis at that. You know, last show we was in Dallas. We in Memphis today. We're going to be talking about employee to entrepreneurship. We also going to be talking about real life issues and different situations and problems that we face in our community of blacks that we so eagerly try to like give our opinion on, just to bring the brothers in, just to give them a little bit more knowledge and information on how to move through this world. So I'm here with Tre, man. What's up, Tre, baby? I'm glad I got you on the show, baby. It's been a minute. It's been a long time coming, man. You know what I'm saying? We've been playing this for about, what, 2 years now?
Nah, for real, long time.
It's been about 2 years now.
Not a long time coming.
You've been in the process of writing your book, you know what I mean? I've been in the process of the same. You've been on my tail about it, you know what I'm talking about, so.
Nah, just been moving around, bro. We both do a lot of the same things, so we take a lot of movement. You know, I'm
Exactly.
fresh out the highway now, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
Coming from Houston.
It's all about
on your
working.
way, back cross country. So nah,
For sure.
bro, I appreciate you fitting me in. You know, it's like I'm
Hey,
not
man.
hard to get to sometimes, bro. So I appreciate you.
Man, I just appreciate you already setting it up as a thing, you know what I'm talking about, because what you did was remarkable. And plus, we had a black-owned business right now.
Oh yeah, man. We're here,
one of
man.
the finest.
Live at Crib Furniture, man. 680 East Range Road. 680 East Range Road, man. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to tell you, man.
An institution in the community for sure. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
My partner SD, Sheldon Davis, been doing it for a long time. No serial entrepreneur.
For sure.
I had clubs. I met him through a mutual friend, Solid. You know,
Okay.
I thought I partner
Yeah.
Solid, man. So
Yeah, Solid one of our top interviews. Yeah.
so good brother, bro. So I'm glad we can do
I
it here.
respect
Live at Crib Furniture, 680 East Range Road, man. I gotta say that shit twice. You know what I'm saying? So they know it's nice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Real OG. Gave me a lot of game and know what I'm about.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm thankful for my counsel, for sure.
But man, hey, I'm appreciative to be here the same way you is to be on the show. But man, listen, like I said, man, it's been a long time coming. We've been trying to get this thing and get this ball rolling for a long time, man. I know you done finished the book, my employee to entrepreneur, and your promo is crazy. I'm talking about Vince Carter, Mark Curry, Zebo, Zach Randolph, for those who don't know. I'm talking about your promo been crazy. Talk to me a little bit about it. What's the angle? Where you headed to? Where you trying to get to on this?
Man, just getting it to as many hands as I can, bro.
Exactly.
You know what's about, man? The knowledge contagious, bro.
Exactly.
So I'm trying to get this shit out there, spread it like the malaria.
Exactly.
You know what I'm talking about, man? That's all it's about. Employee to entrepreneur, working your way out the job.
Exactly.
Monetizing your God-given talent. Don't get paid for what you love doing.
Exactly. What got you to the point, though, that got you like, man, I'm finna go and write this book. I'm finna go and get to this point right quick. I gotta make this shit happen. Like, what is that? Like, how did you get to that point?
It's just at the point now where we always been helping, reaching out to folks, giving the game. You know what I'm saying? But now it's to be sold, not to be told, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a writer, you a writer.
Right.
So the information, it just got to be out there in something tangible. That's something that's going to live forever.
Right.
Intellectual property, 200 years plus.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I read the book. Okay. I gotta go and tell you. I read the book. You sent me a copy.
What you think, Pete? Keep it funky.
Oh, I might. I think it's personal. You know what I mean? I think it's personal, and I think that it's not just from a like, okay, you know, you got your cheesy, come on, step one, step two, you know what I'm saying, commentators who always come in and talk about these topics and these subjects. I think you was more real and more genuine as far as like the personal experience that you go through, the personal feeling of the worker or the person who's going into a job, you feel me, working a 9 to 5, giving all their time away, have no time to do nothing. You come home, day gone, can't really chill with the family, you ain't even ate yet, you haven't had sleep yet. There's so much to do, you know what I mean? And I think people get caught up in the trends of it, and I think you explain it on another level, as far as a personal level, that had me thinking in a different light. You know what I mean? As far as like, it's not a feeling of something that nobody else is feeling. Everybody's feeling this way. But it's about who's gonna take action. And you explain in ways like when you have that feeling, that's a burning desire to take action. And that's why I respect about the book, you know what I mean? Because it comes from your point of view. And the way that you word it is real. You know what I'm saying?
That's the language. That's the whole point about
Exactly.
Entrepreneurism. You know, you got to have the ism on it.
Exactly.
Because that's how we learn.
Right.
You know, I learned from tough love. You know what I'm saying? I got to be, you know, it's just full accountability. Taking accountability, action. If you know what needs to be done, go on do it. Handle the business. Don't sit on it. You know what I'm saying? Dominate it.
From the new proud. I mean, I don't want to cut you off, but the newfound project that you're working on, which is employed entrepreneur. How is it like with relatives and family members? They know like, oh man, Trey got the book. He turning up out there. He doing
Some of
promo. He yeah.
it's still, most of the people, I ain't gonna lie, most of the people I gave it to ain't read it.
Right.
It's the proud of the accomplishment of, okay, you did it, but
I have it.
I have it.
I have
You know
it,
what I'm saying? But it ain't under like, it just ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? The information ain't for everybody, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't understand it, some people do. It ain't, some people don't eat meat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some people love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
this is one of them, if you know, you kind of know things. I
Gotcha.
got some people tell me, oh, you still ain't got no job. That ain't no woo woo. He did the book, but okay, where the money at? Well, some people think, okay, he just doing it because it's weird. It's a
I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out why he even came like that.
It's a mixed reaction because some people, the biggest compliment I get is, oh, it sounds just like you talking. Like it sounds like one of our conversations. But one thing, some people always say, well, I didn't know you was that deep. I didn't know you was serious. I didn't know you really can think like that. I didn't know you. So it's been a mixed reaction for sure. You know what I'm saying? Some people ain't know. Okay, because certain conversations when you're having with everybody. You see what I'm saying? When your cousins, you might talk different to this cousin than you do your business partner. You see what I'm saying? The conversations you got with your gal might be different from conversations with your coworker. You see what I'm saying? Two different environments, two different conversations. So everybody ain't entitled to the same information.
Right. I'm glad you went that route too, because I was telling somebody earlier. I said relationship, the way you form relationships, they'll give you an outlook on what route you need to take, because certain relationships will put you in places that you need to be. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, I think we have a false sense and a false reality of I can do it myself, I can make it myself, I can get here myself. But you definitely need a team and a network of people that you can actually work with to get you in position in places that you need to be. So let me ask you this. Let me just ask you to touch on that part. Do you feel like accomplishing a dream is a I only thing, or you think like you feel like it's something that you got to form and gain relationships with? And could you explain that, and also just get it to our young brothers out there who also need to hear this?
I mean, it can, at times, it has to be an I thing when it's time to do the work. You can't look around with nobody else when it's time to do the work. Nah, you got to do the work. It starts with you. You got to be your own, you got to put the bet on your own back. You got to be your own cheerleader. You see what I'm saying? But as far as you can't be closed out to collaboration also. You see what I'm saying? It ain't no such thing as I when you're doing it for your family. Well, if you're a real man, can't be a man if you don't take care of your family. Period. So that's the end goal. So I'm getting this. I might be getting it by myself, but when I get it, it's for
Us.
my family. It's for us. So I'm doing this for us. That's why certain men, we deal with depression and anxiety and all this kind of stuff because we only think how we think. A lot of people don't understand us. You know what I'm saying? We spending most of our time alone. You know what I'm saying? We working in our own heads a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And shit, we say it might sound crazy to 99.9% of the people. You say, man, I want to start this charter school for these kids. Man, I'm finna start writing this newspaper, which congratulations. You know what I'm saying? You a writer. We could talk about that later. But, some shit just don't sound possible. It don't sound realistic.
Exactly.
But to us, we know we can do it. So it's just about doing it, man. So keep wise counsel around you. Don't be prone to advice.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Get advice from the right folk. We ain't did everything. Learn from mistakes.
100%.
Man, learn from mistakes of yours. Learn from the mistakes of the people around you. You know what I'm talking about? And
then
learn from the land.
Another thing, I'm glad that's credible too, because I think like our era, I think we like got the last of the creativity. Does it make sense? I think we still got our creative side. You know what I mean? We weren't touched or tarnished by AI generated models and all this type of stuff. We still got that creativity to like I sit here and if I hear a beat or something, I could create a song off of melody because of how I'm feeling, or you know what I'm saying? It's my creativity. You know what I'm saying? Or if I want to write something that I feel like it's gonna be compelling to my audience or the people that's reading my story, I can write that. I can get creative in my head. You feel what I'm saying? We like the last generation of creativity, and we got that from our parents, our folks, our relatives who was here before us. So it's a beautiful thing though. But I just look at it today, like in today's time, not enough brothers is creative to do what they need to do. You feel what I'm saying? They don't have that tool. That's a tool that you need. I feel like you need to possess to have like a route on life because you gotta create your road, right? You know what I mean? And that's what you did with the book. You creating your road, you creating your avenue. You know what I mean? And it gotta feel good.
But a lot of people ain't creators. Now it's the microwave instead of the oven
Right,
era. You feel what I'm
right,
saying? These folks want it right now.
right.
All these people talk about cheat code. What's the cheat code? I'm finna find out the cheat code. I'm finna find out the shortcut. Man, you done took 2-3 years trying to find a shortcut. We done took the long way. Been there 2 years. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it ain't no everybody trying to microwave this shit. Now you gotta it gotta slow burn sometimes. You gotta take the long way. You see what I'm saying? You might miss some. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Man, take each step. You skip a step, now you gotta come back down. Okay, I missed it. Now you gotta backtrack to fall off a little bit. Then just take every step now so the foundation's strong so you can go on handle your business.
I think it was like that when I first ran into you too, because I had also, if y'all didn't know, uh, Trey also is into designing, clothing, printing. You know what I mean, embroidery, whatever. But the thing about it is, when I first ran into you, I ain't know that you could do it. You know what I'm saying? And then just to see you just like, man, this is what this. That's another skill though. See what I'm saying? Like it's like you gotta have it. That boom, 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 boom. And then for you to just come out and write a book, it's like, bam, damn.
I mean,
He can do this, he can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to start showing our skills, man. We got to start showing our skills to the world.
Now,
This is a lot we can do.
That's one thing. The owner of the Career Furniture, SD, he told me, man, you got to put your face on it so they know who to pay.
Exactly.
Mark Goodfellow, you know exactly who he is. You know exactly what he do. LeBron, you know, like these people got their faces on their thing. I ran businesses. I got a lot of profitable business that I ain't want my face on because once upon a time, you know, we doing other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I just didn't want my face on it. I didn't want the stigma of, oh, you that dude who blank, blank, blank. I ain't want to run off no customers in a different avenue. You see what I'm saying? So I had like my print company. You go to the website right now, no pictures of me. It's just a blankless, faceless company, like Walmart or something like that. Film company, same thing. I might run an ad or do a promotion or something. My face is not on it.
Right.
I might show up to a job. Hey, are you the photographer? Yeah, all the pictures you liked and all the marketing you sent. Yeah, I did that. You see what I'm saying? All the top artists you liked, and yeah, I shot those videos. Yeah, I took the pictures for blank, blank, blank. Yeah, I designed those clothes for the person. Yeah, I did all that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's been faceless. So now with the book, I got to get away from this shit. I got to, okay, this is what I'm doing. You see what I'm saying? I can't be, I did that. Yeah, because I always made it seem like, you know, in Memphis, first thing motherfucker gonna think, oh, he flogging. Oh, you talking about, oh, you bragging, you flogging. Woo, woo, woo. Like, I ain't never want to come across like, you flogging. You doing too much. You can't, it's impossible
Like
for you to do all
you're not really doing that.
It's impossible for you to do all that. How you make the clothes, shoot the video, record the song, produce the, how you do all that? You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's too much.
How
You
you-
definitely didn't do it by yourself.
Man, how you recording the podcast? How you doing this
It's
and writing the
ambition.
newspaper and you feel what I'm
It's
saying?
the ambition though.
So if you tell them, so now I did do that. You feel what I'm saying? I designed them clothes for that person. Yeah, I managed that. Yeah, I do. You know what I'm saying?
And then they gotta know they're gonna lose a lot of sleep too.
Oh no.
Don't expect to be on top and be the boss if you ain't gonna lose no sleep about it. You can't be lazy. You can't not like certain people. Like I know people like I promise they'll say something like this. Like, okay, I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm going twice a week. I'm standing on it. This is what I'm doing. And they go one time and they think they been for a week, and it's just that. They ain't gonna go no more for 3 weeks later. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta stand on it and really be about what you gonna do. Don't sit here and sugarcoat it half ass and a half step. You know what I'm saying? So no, you're gonna lose some sleep on it because you gotta really put that time in.
And
You gotta really stand on it.
it's impossible to be a boss without being the worker.
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta be a worker.
You gotta follow the line.
If you're
right?
the boss, the manager, the assistant, the 9-to-5 worker, the janitor, the HR, you everything. You know what I'm saying? You everything. So those folks don't think. They just want to be, I want to be the boss, I want to be the boss, I'm the boss. You ain't did nothing. Who you done paid? Who you done took care of? How many black people have you paid?
In order to be a good leader, they say you gotta be a what? A good father.
Man, come on, man. Who you done learn from?
Exactly. Gotta follow first.
What school you done went to? How many labs you been up taking tests? How many tests you done took? You said what credentials you done got on your like where you accredited at?
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's the mindset.
Right.
You know what I'm about? The quick microwave, nigga make one play. Okay, now I'm Kobe. Now I'm LeBron. Right, what you talking about? My Kobe.
You feel
10,000 hours in the gym.
exactly
before y'all saw him.
Yeah, shooting.
Even you know what I'm talking about? Put a Laker jersey on. Y'all don't. But people going back man to social media got these forehead messed up, bro.
They think they can do it overnight.
Man, they think it's overnight.
Hey, and it is in a way, you know, a little bit of propaganda because, you know, sometimes they do make it happen for people overnight just to sell their dream. You know what I'm saying? Make you yell independency. Whole time you had a whole organization that helped you did something. Yeah. And when you should give the people gratitude who deserve gratitude, but also stay in that light of humbleness. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll broadcast their arrogance. You feel what I mean? And a lot of people be arrogant out here. Just get the information out. A lot of people keep it to themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, some stuff is to be sold, not told, but most stuff, I feel like when it comes to values and morals and principles, I think we should like get it out. You know what I'm saying? Give it to them. Because you come from Memphis, right? You from Memphis, Tennessee. What part of Memphis?
Hickory Hill, man. Born.
East Memphis.
East Memphis.
One of the toughest areas around this motherfucker. Just like South Memphis, North Memphis, yeah. It's
now,
tough around here.
Nah, the whole city crazy right now. I mean, that's why we doing this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm doing this. You doing this. You know what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
Because shifting the narrative, you know what I'm about? All the misinformation, switching that shit to the real information. It's really...
How hard you think it is to come out of Memphis, though? Doing something different, just, I say stuff that people call lame, whack. You know what I mean? If I ain't shooting the 30 or I ain't toting the pistol, whatever you talking about books and writing books, I ain't on that. No, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they don't understand the profit, generational wealth, residual income. You feel what I'm saying?
Or living forever.
Yeah. We got something that you ain't, you can't sell this and sell that and then and expect to live forever. You know?
I mean,
I left his product.
Because who says that's cool? You know what I'm saying? Okay, you go to YouTube and any big platform right now and shooting the 30s and all that, it might got 100 million views, but you go to some Baby Shark or some educational or informative, you know what I'm saying?
It got billions.
It got billions.
Yeah, it got billions. So, it was one thing, it was crazy though. When I checked that out.
This is popular. Y'all saying this is popular.
Man.
Says who though? You talking about? Boys in the Hood was an excellent movie.
Right.
He ain't make more money than none of Will Smith movies.
Right.
Will Smith make movies, don't cuss in his songs.
Right.
None of the type shit. He's selling more than, so it's all subjective. Says who? You tell me, like some people go to church on Sunday, some folks go to church on Saturday.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Like, say who? Put the wedding ring on the left hand. Says who? Who invented, like, who? Say who? Who said that? And do the resources on, go pack and do the research on who said some of this shit. You would be, thought for years Christopher Columbus
discovered
America.
Yeah, until you grow up.
Until you grow up and start learning for yourself.
Right.
Okay, no, that ain't how it really went.
Already was an inhabited land.
Once you, but the knowledge, bro, it ain't for everybody.
Exactly.
You know some people don't want to know how to read. You know what I'm talking about? I got kinfolk, they name in the book. They don't care. Well, how this gonna make me get some money? I'm telling them, bro, you read the book? Woo. They come and ask for advice. Hey, Tronjo, you read the book? Nah, man, you know, I ain't, just tell me how I need to.
Come on now.
It's right there for you, cuz. You know what I'm about?
Exactly.
Like you saying, man, I need help spiritually. You read the Bible? Nah, man, I just need some help.
Right. I think I said
you don't want
I think I said this on the previous episode with Solid one time. I was like, people write their whole journey down in a book and tell you exactly how they got to millionaire status, billionaire status. They give you steps. They tell you like the ins and outs that they've been through, and they put it in a book. And a lot of people don't take their book, gain their information, take their information, and apply it to their own. You know what I'm saying? Living and standards of life. You know what I'm saying? I think that's something that's crazy though, cause I do it myself though. I read books. And I take that information, bro, and I put that toward my life if I can use it. If I can't use it, I'll discard it. It ain't nothing to me. I'll leave it alone. Just like I'll take some advice from you. If it's useful, I'm going to use it. If not, I'm going to bypass it. You know what I mean? But most of your advice be good. Don't get me wrong. You my bro. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? What you use, you use. Exactly. What you don't need, you lose. But you gonna lose regardless if you don't read the book, if you don't read, period, if you don't inform yourself, period. It ain't even just about reading books, it's about being informed. You gotta get the
Do
information.
your research.
How many people run straight to the internet, bro? And off of something they just seen, just heard. They ain't on game. They ain't did no research. It's just that. Like I'm gonna take this for example. Charleston White, right? He had an old video talking about somebody else and pretending and said, yeah, F the baby, woo, 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 this, that. That video was made such and such date, had nothing to do with what happened with the issue with the band, with Ronnie and the baby in Dallas. Had nothing to do with that, but just how the internet worked. They'll take this information, apply this to this, and then you got 100,000, 200,000 people running with it down the street.
Propaganda at all times.
All times.
Propaganda
So, man,
at all times.
what can we do? What can we do to protect ourselves from that? Information. Get informed.
Have your eyes open.
Yeah, that too.
You gotta see most people see with their eyes, you gotta see through your eyes.
Exactly.
Sometimes you gotta see the shit for what it really is. You see something on the news, you know it's bullshit before they even finish sending the sentence. You see what I'm saying?
Right. They say something off something off.
I'm gonna call you a liar before you open your mouth. You see what I'm talking about? Because I know where the message coming from.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
I'm actually, and that ain't about being woke or nothing. It's just about, man, you gotta know what's real and what's fake.
For sure.
You see what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
This shit is designed to distract you.
Exactly.
You know, it's designed to manipulate the message. You see what I'm saying? If the news starting out North Memphis, 20 people got shot. Why y'all ain't start with the new renovations on this $20 million children's center? You see what I'm saying? Why y'all ain't starting with that first?
Exactly.
Why you ain't warm us up instead of turning us down? But that's how it go. So if you know how to look at shit for really what it is, then you want to be affected by it.
I think that's why my whole vision for this media company is like what it is. Because we got to write our own narrative. We got to tell the story. Like, we can't continue to let people tell our story. They told us our story coming up through school. When I first got to school and I got to the grades that I was more conscious in, they told me I was a slave. They told me I came in off the boat. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is they told me I was African American, but my great-grandma and great-granddaddy were Indians. They was natives. You know what I'm saying? So how in the hell did I get to school and you tell me I'm an African American? You know what I'm saying?
You ain't never been African in your life. You
dig what I mean? Come on now. I be trying to figure stuff out. Like, this just make it make sense for once. You know what I'm saying? But we got to make it make sense for us. We got to tell our own story. We can't let people continue to tell our story, bro. And this is the way to do it, media.
And you've been doing it even when you was rapping.
Right.
A lot of people don't know you was rapping.
Right.
You was still getting the message out there just in different form. Okay, y'all didn't want to hear it in this form. Let me slow it down, put it in your face in the media form. Okay, for the people who do want to read, okay, let me get with this newspaper and put it in this form. All forms of information. It ain't just the YouTube. Oh, y'all on YouTube right now? Let me throw some of this on YouTube. Y'all reading? Because it's all a popularity content. Right. So I'm saying people gonna do whatever they see people doing. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. So once the right person got the book in their hand, oh, it's cool. I need that joint.
Exactly.
The first person get on this joint. Oh, I need to get on hey bro, I need to interview, bro. Come interview me. It's gonna, you see what I'm saying?
It's gonna go to a whole nother level.
But you've been doing what you've been doing.
Exactly.
You've been giving it through rap, writing, podcasting. You know what I mean? You've been doing the same thing in different forms. Right. It's just evolving into now. You're one of the top podcasters in the space. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all knowledge. Right. You know what I'm saying? It ain't propaganda. You ain't got no ad company. Hey, put this beer right here. And every 30 minutes say, yeah, Sports King, Draft Kings, you know what I'm saying? Nah, exactly. I control everything. Exactly. If I want to plug the black business, I can do it.
I think we both know how branding work anyway.
You see what I'm saying?
And when you attach your name to something, you know what I'm saying, they just on the lock and key.
Man, come on.
I can basically tell you how you run your... I can have my own show, but if I'm sponsoring you, I expect you to run it how
Sprite gonna tell you to shut up.
You dig what I'm
saying? Sprite gonna tell you can't say that, man. Hennessy gonna say, nah, you can't. I thought Hennessy was for the black folks. Nah, you can't say that. You see what I'm saying? So this is how this gonna go, bro.
Hey, see that quick, they'll get rid of you. They get rid of they cancel everything.
You was never there.
Yes, sir.
And you done signed over so now your views, all this hours now. Yeah. Your subscribers, we took over all that. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They get you one subscriber, they gonna think, okay, we over your platform. We the reason for this. You know what I'm saying? Like the niggas signing these folks in the city now. I ain't gonna say no names, but you go get an artist that's right there finna blow. And okay, let me go and get them up right quick. Now they finally blow. Okay, I'm the reason they blew. Yes, you see, yeah. So I get, you see what I'm saying?
I need to be the one that you account to for that.
Yeah, okay, y'all see, I just signed her. Say she, hey, I got him. He was these folks was already who they was. You come swoop, but and that's what these companies doing, like with the. So nah, bro, it's all when you in control, you in control. The more control you got, you know what I'm talking about. The more power you got.
I agree.
You know what I'm talking about?
All right, last thing we left off on was accountability, right? And people feeling like they need to be accredited for success and in your journey and the things that you do. How you think they play a role as far as like in relationships in a place like Memphis? You think that creates like a hostile environment or envious environment or a jealous environment?
Yeah, I mean, Memphis is a hateful city in general.
I
You know
wonder
what I'm
I
talking about?
wonder why though, in your perspective.
My perspective might be different because I'm gonna go a little. I'm weird, you know what I'm saying. So I always think left field, you know what I'm saying. So
Okay.
I feel Memphis is just one of them cities that's cursed, bro. You
Right.
know what I'm talking about? Like Oakland or like Detroit, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. Like Memphis, bro, we let King die, bro. Like we sold out King, bro. So y'all ain't gonna never, you know what I'm saying? Y'all black folks ain't never gonna prosper because it happened on our hands, on our watch.
Right.
So I feel like that cursing that energy gone forever stand over the city, bro. Like that's what started the North Memphis, South Memphis beef. You know what I'm about? The Panthers and them, you know what I'm about? Panthers infiltrated on the South. North didn't let them in, and it started with the, you know what I'm about?
Right.
And that's how King got sold out.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
So it's always gonna be a dark cloud over the city. So somebody or something happened to shift this shit.
Right. Okay. You met Dick Gregory, right?
Yeah, twice.
What can you say about his spirit, his character?
Man, real. You know what I'm about? Knowledge fountain. You know what I'm about? Like, nah, that's why I watched Hidden Colors when I was 17. Like, that's what changed my life. If you ain't seen Hidden Colors, watch Hidden Colors. Like, I was young, dumb, lost, all kind of. I got with a real OG. You know, so he cut my, he was my barber. You know what I'm saying? Set me down, woo woo, gained me up, and put me on Hidden Colors. You know what I'm saying? Once I watched Hidden Colors, that shit changed my life.
What was it about Hidden Colors like?
It,
They gave you that a sight of like I need to be on this level.
I just saw like it was real, bro. Like this why everything going on. Like that's why the world like that. Damn, that's why no one's about. That's why
Right.
people put the white G. That's why people treat black folks like that. That's why they pushing certain propaganda. That's why they pushing certain agendas. It made it all clear where okay, it's clear in your, it's right there in your face. It's undeniable. This shit in your face.
Right.
So either you just don't care. Like some people just don't care. I don't care about none of this. You know what I'm about? Or it's gonna emotionally mess with you. Like nah, this shit. Nah, I gotta do something about it. Or I ain't finna continue to contribute to it. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna know how to fight against it. I know how to see it. I see it for what it is.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
So as far as like
And then I just started looking for the knowledge. Like just
Right.
kept, you know what I'm about? Just kept researching on it. You know what I'm about? And then he came down and shit. You know me, I'm thinking I'm big dog mob. I think I'm VIP
Yeah.
anywhere. So once I'm pulling up to his car. Once he get out the car, how you doing, Miss Gregory? Woo woo. And he went on walking on something. Let me walk in with him. And I was, so nah, it
humble
was,
spirit.
nah,
Humble spirit.
come on, like meeting Farrakhan, or something how the Muslims say, oh, man, I met Farrakhan. You know what I'm saying? That's my Farrakhan. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I met Dick Gregory.
Smart man, smart
Oh,
individual.
nah.
But his concept was real because like he said, we can't let other people tell our story, we gotta tell it ourselves. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna keep saying that because you know what I'm saying, you got a book in your lap that you told your story through. You know what I mean? So you giving a piece of yourself to the world, you giving a piece of yourself to other people. And other people taking your ideology and putting it into a perspective and applying it, you know what I mean? So it's like you have this gold sitting right there. That's bigger than any sack. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, for
You
sure.
know what I'm saying?
Nah, for
Anything
sure,
you can
for
do.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? When you have these things, when you have things like a book, something credible, something residual, always gonna be income, a place of establishment, the place we at right now. It's a place of work, a place of environment where you can come in and you can grind out. You feel what I'm saying? Like this is mine. So when you have something, it's yours. It's yours. You feel what I'm saying? Ownership, and I don't think that's a feeling in itself. You feel me? And that's the feeling that I be wanting a lot of brothers to feel. Feel the habit of owning something, having your own. You know what I mean? Like you gotta embody that, but also use that, like the feeling of wanting that. You gotta use that and be motivated to like get that. You know what I mean? Cause this world is different. It's different in today's time, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? It's the perfect time for creative projects for you to like jump on a mission and do something because it's the best time to do it because there's so much innovation going on, so much change, and so much different stuff coming into play. You know what I'm saying? That you're able to play with different tools, different technology. So now's the time for you to go and step out there and do your thing. You know what I'm saying? So
Everything got to be now.
exactly.
Everything got to be now.
Time is of
Some
the
people
essence.
saying it. Like my our partner Solid, our partner Proper. I had this joint written on the whiteboard 2, 3 years ago.
Right.
Already not fully completed, but you know what I'm saying. Already the concept and everything. He used to tell me all the time, man, bro, you need to finish the book, Pete. They need to hear that shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So when he passed, all the procrastination was knocked out of my system at that point.
Out the door.
You know what I'm saying? Cause I said I don't want to go to the graveyard with no ideas. I ain't taking no $1 million to the graveyard.
And then just
You know
like
what I'm
Les Brown always say, he say most of the most brilliant ideas and everything that cure for cancer, AIDS, whatever, the the brightest brain for technology laying in the grave somewhere because somebody didn't have the courage to complete the mission. You know what I mean?
Nah, for real.
And he said, man, you gotta understand if you laying at your bedside and the last thing you surrounded by is all your unaccomplished dreams and everything that you had set forth for yourself that you never got a chance to do because you said you didn't have the time. Where's the time at now? You feel me? The time now is ended. You had all this time. You feel what I mean? Time is of the essence, man. I'm always say it.
That's the most important thing.
Most definitely.
When you on the way, like I said in my book, when you on that deathbed, you don't say, "Damn, I wish I had some more money." You gonna say, "Damn, I wish I had some more time. I just need a little more time."
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The money ain't number the tool for the way you want to live, how you want to live. Some people want to live in Lamborghinis and mansions. Some people just want the little lake. You know what I'm talking about? Little lake house, fish, so I can just want to fish every day.
But people don't look at it like that either. Yeah. As money as a tool. What if we taught our kids like money is a tool, son? You used to tell him that money is a tool. It's not for you to go out here and you want to go buy this and go buy that. Now it's a tool, like you use a screwdriver. You need that screwdriver to put that screw in there, right? What you think you need the money for? Put yourself in a place or in a position. It's not for fun for you to go out and go blow it at the store, go buy this and go buy that. But we don't teach that concept either. We don't teach that concept. You know what I mean?
I say my money for growing, not blowing.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to grow, like not blowing. Man, you crazy. But that's how everybody see it different. Right. You know what I'm saying? Some people think their definition of success is having a lot of money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some successful people, you know what I'm talking about, just want peace. To me, peace, if I got my peace, I'm good.
Exactly.
I don't need no plenty money. That's going to bring more big and family members and friends and people thinking you got some money. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't going to make you happy.
Right.
I've been times I've had plenty of money and been the most depressed and isolated ever been.
Gotcha.
There's been times I've been poor as hell, been free and at peace with what I got. You know what I'm saying? I might have $2. These my $2. I can spend them how I want to. I can say, you know what I'm saying? I'm in full control of it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So it just depends on each person's definition of success. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So my success, my definition is very different. I'm simple. You know what I'm saying?
What's the next thing on the list though? Like what's the next thing on the list? What's the next goal? What you got?
Just staying consistent.
Staying consistent.
You know what I'm saying?
Down.
I'm gonna be on tour with the book. You know what I'm saying? I just left Houston, met with a couple of bookstores out there. So I'll be in a couple of stores in Houston. I'm trying to lock down, but I got relationships with a couple of Barnes and Nobles already. But I'm trying to have it where full distribution through every Barnes and Noble in the United States. Fingers, toes, cross type shit. Okay. That's what we shooting for. And just being consistent, bro. You know, consistent with the content. You know, this is my first time ever doing podcasts or anything with my face on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I need to get more comfortable in that space.
Okay.
But being able to promote, you know what I'm saying? Being able to my OG said, SD, man, put your face on it so they know who to pay. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Get out there. Let them folks know your accomplishments. Let them know what you did. You know, don't be ashamed of it or don't feel like you bragging about it.
Exactly.
Don't pop your shit and go on, you know what I'm talking about, change your family life, man. Cause that's what it's about. We just trying to get out here, get to a level where, you know what I'm talking about, the people up under us can benefit from what we doing.
Exactly. So what can you gotta let the people know, man, where they can find the book, where they can get it, where they can
Man, you can go to
get their product.
Man, you go to entrepreneurism.com. Entrepreneurism, IZM, on the ism. You know what I'm talking about? Entrepreneurism.com, Amazon, Barnes, and anywhere books are sold. Walmart.com, Target.com, and because we self-publish.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Dog D Publishing House. So,
It's also the gear and the merchandise, right?
oh yeah, Dog Deep Enterprise.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, dog, you know, this is a whole nother story. You know, if you know, you know, so you know, but yeah. Entrepreneurism.com, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thankful, bro.
Yeah.
So where can they find your news article, man? Tell me about.
Oh man. Oh man,
I'm not the only writer here.
The journey,
at the table, man. You know what I'm saying?
The journey with the Black Lens, with the Spokesman Review. It's been a beautiful. I know I've met some good people. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to April. April, she the director right now at Black Lens. Like
Shout out to
she
April.
gave me an opportunity. I had went to a meeting one day, right? It was like that's why I love Spokane in various ways
Shout out
because
to Spokane, Washington.
yeah, man. You know, that's why I love it in various ways because this meeting was like with like 25 with like the top black leaders in this area or whatever. So there's a lot of brains in the room, and you know they congregated and chopped it up. But I also got the chance to like give my perspective as far as like how I grew up in Memphis because their perspective is a little more, you know what I'm saying, not as broad as mine. You know what I'm saying? Mine's a little more deeper in concept because of all the stuff we see here. And plus, it's more of us here, so we spend a lot of time fighting and battling each other, as we already explained. But to make a long story short, you know what I'm saying? At that meeting, she was like, yo, you ever think about writing? I was like, man, I write anyway. I'm like, I'm working on a book, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I love to write. I do this, you know what I'm saying? So she blessed me with the opportunity to be a part of the organization, and it's been good. It's been good. It's been good, bro. I get the freedom to write. You know what I'm saying? She not there look like all over your essay or your column like, oh, you can't talk about this, you can't talk about that. No, I'm talking about real issues.
Give you the freedom of thought.
Yeah, freedom of thought, you know, and I'm big on ownership and having your own and entrepreneurship. But I'm also big on amplifying the voices for us and giving us a platform we can speak on. So allowing me to use her platform is able to get my platform like, you know what I'm saying? For the readers, for people who didn't know nothing about Be Here YB. Now they do. And you know what I'm saying? We 6.5K, 16.5 thousand listeners right now.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? We running it up.
I remember the initial phone call, bro.
Yeah.
Woo. I just remember being happy as hell, like, man, like, look at us now, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
hey, man, look, but
manifestation of motherfucker, bro.
It's strong.
You know what I'm saying?
It's strong, man. I say it all the time, Troy. I swear, I be like, man, you gotta think about it. If you don't use your mind or your words to create a better life for you, you're gonna always use it in vain to hurt yourself and hinder yourself. When you say, oh, I'm broke, oh man, I'm fucked up, man, I can't do this, I can't do that. I don't even allow that in my kids' vocabulary. They can't even say can't around me. It's like a cuss word.
No, for real.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's the curse. That's the curse word. You feel me?
It's a cursed word.
That's the shit they ain't telling you. Nah, shit, damn, fuck, all that old extra shit. Nah, them ain't the curse words, man. The curse words I can't.
Yep.
I cannot. You feel what I'm saying? I failed.
Yep.
I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, them the curse words because that shit is they touch you in a different way. And they touch your feelings and make you feel like you cannot be successful. You cannot move forward. It keeps you hindered. It keeps you, you know what I'm saying, in one spot. So man, we gotta understand actually the language too and also be able to tell our people like stop hindering yourself because whatever you say, man, it is a level of manifestation and
for real.
it's sure gonna come to fruition.
People manifesting themselves in jail as we speak.
You ever got a whooping for saying, I wish you die? You ever said that? You ever said that around your elders? Man told one of your cousins, I wish your ass died. Oh man, they coming in there. You hear me? Man, your grandma heard you or something.
But I ever say no
Ooh,
shit
that's the
like
worst whoop. You could have said any curse word around her. She probably would let you slide. But you say something like that because they knew how strong them words is. Man,
power is in the tongue.
man, power in the tongue is what? Cause see, life and death. Life and death, man. You can either speak life into your life, bro, or you gonna speak death on it. You know what I'm saying?
We speaking life, bro.
Yeah, I always want to.
Speaking life, we being heard. And we being seen in these newspapers and these books, bro. Like
yeah, man.
tangible
Shout
stuff,
out
bro.
to SD, man. Over there, man. Clear
East Road, man.
Memphis, Tennessee, man. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Right here in the Whitehaven, the legendary Whitehaven area, man.
Man, I appreciate them, though. For real, though.
real,
For letting us come in here and put this podcast together. It was a beautiful episode. There's so many ways that we can direct this episode. So many ways we can get deeper. But man, I know it's so much to do. There's so many ways we can come back again and give y'all another part and another part and another part of this. And don't get it twisted, man. And just for that, shout out to SD again, man. Just for that, man, I need you on this podcast.
I'm hitting the button.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Hey, man, come on, look. Come on, step up in this motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about. Appreciate that, baby.
Thank you.
Serial entrepreneur, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Serial entrepreneur, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Wow, man, all right.
You everywhere. You both of them motherfuckers, man.
Can't see, man.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. But it's been a beautiful time, man. There's so many ways this episode could have went. Employee to entrepreneurship, you know what I'm saying? Working your way out of the job. My boy Tre Gatewood. A great read, you feel me? I read that motherfucker. I love it. I fuck with it because it comes from him. It comes from his words. And if you know his life, you know the trail.
Appreciate that,
So,
dog.
man,
Appreciate that,
That's
dog.
real.
Appreciate that,
Thank
dog.
you for joining me on the show, baby.
Come on,
You know what
now.
I mean? Hey, man.
First a minute, man. Now
Yes,
we gonna
sir.
do this shit like Boosie and Vlad, man. You know we gonna bring this shit back, man. Y'all gonna be tired of me being here.
Man, come on now.
For real.
Nah, for real. They gonna love you being here. Cause get what? They gonna want to see it again, man.
So appreciate the platform, bro. This right here, bro, just broke my virginity and being in the camera, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm telling you. So, nah, I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah,
Just
so.
a big stepping stone in the hurdle that nigga had to jump over. It was
sure,
very
so.
necessary in my growth.
I
You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that, dog. You know what I'm saying? And y'all don't be scared, bro. Like, you can do whatever you think, you can do. Like, that's one of my motto, bro. You think it, you can do. I would have never thought
Yes, sir.
I would have been doing none of this. You know what I'm saying? Some people, y'all might see this name, like, man, that's woo. You know what I'm saying, man? Charge it to my head and my heart, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
But
look,
man,
we're gonna take it to this camera right here. Let me ask you. I always ask this question, right? I always say to every guest that I have on the show, I say, if you got one thing to say, one message to give to your community, your people of color, your people, what is the message and what you think you feel you need to say to them to maybe give them a head start or a new perspective on life?
lead, don't follow. And do it right now. Don't never follow. Don't be you. You know what I'm talking about? Like a controversial before we get, I ain't gonna hold it too long 'cause I know we gotta get up out of here. One question I always ask people like, oh, what if one of your kids be gay? What if I wouldn't be mad if you is, if you being yourself.
Right.
If you in the closet hiding it or ashamed of it, then yeah, I got a problem with it because obviously you got a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? Be your motherfucking self. Chest out, whatever you is. Killer, dealer, woo-woo, author, podcaster. Show it. You know what I'm saying? Don't hide it, bro. You know what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
So whatever you, just do it, bro. Don't be ashamed of it. Do it. You know what I'm saying? Be who you is. Be a leader. Whatever it is, don't follow just because it look cool. Because you think that's what everybody else doing, so I got to do that. That's the wave. Let me jump on the wave. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Create your wave. Sit on the beach until you find your wave. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to, this shit, you don't get no participation trophy in this shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You get credit for winning. You know what I'm saying? So be a leader and win, bro. Like, that's the message I give to my community, man. Stop following, start leading, man.
Dead what?
For real.
Man, y'all heard it here first, man. I'll be here with your boy YB, man. Until next time, man. We're gonna catch y'all later, man. You dig. We out of here, baby. Peace. Yes, sir. That's a done deal.